Good morning. It's a quiet start to our day today in Fargo. It's pretty mild too. When you step out the door, you'll notice that it's not too chilly out there to start off, though you'll still want that heavier coat as temperatures dip a little today and the wind picks up as a clipper moves through. So our view is okay on the Storm Team Skycam in Fargo, but if we head north, it's a different story. We've got rain, we've got snow in the northern valley, and issues with this will continue as we progress through the morning and head into the afternoon. So here's a look at that clipper that's impacting us now up north, stretching all the way back to Minot and Bismarck as well. And you can see that because it stretches down toward Bismarck, eventually we will see some of this in the southern valley, but most of the focus here during the day today will be up north because that's where we're going to see most of the precipitation. And that's where we're being impacted right now as this precip swirls around that low. So let's zoom in a little bit more here. You could see that Grand Forks is more on the rainy side. In green here, the radar indicating some rain, but you can see some pockets of blue showing up in there. So we could be dealing with a mixed bag today. We're looking at the potential for rain, some freezing rain, some sleet, mixed precipitation, or in blue here, some snow. And that may be changing over from time to time this morning, especially until that colder air works its way in a little bit more here today. So again, Northern Valley right now seeing the impacts of that. But it's a big system. It's going to eventually swing its way through the entire valley and slowly make its way through northwest Minnesota into tonight before eventually quieting down. So this is the first system that's going to be impacting us this week here in the upper Midwest. There's another one that's developing in the Rockies right now that will be sweeping through. We'll show you that in a moment. But right now, if you're hitting the airport to travel for the holiday, Denver looks okay at the moment, Minneapolis, and down toward Chicago as well. We're looking pretty good there. So here's a look at our temperatures. We're into the 30s to some low 40s. It's 41 degrees in Fargo, 34 in Grand Forks. So mild for the moment. The wind coming in out of the west, it's pretty strong. We've got some gusts into the 30s at times, a 31 mile per hour gust in Jamestown. Lower visibility where the precipitation is falling. We're less than a mile in Camden at the moment. So here's your hour by hour planner for today. With this particular event, we're looking at a light amount of precipitation, but with temperatures near freezing and perhaps dropping through the day, concerns about some slick spots, especially in those areas where we get some accumulation. There might be some slushy and slick areas. This is this morning around 9 a.m. You could see our forecast model indicating that it may be changing over completely to snow as that colder air moves in with this system. And eventually, as we head into the afternoon, most of this will be impacting Minnesota. This is northwest Minnesota at 4 o'clock. You can see the snow, the scattered light snow impacting us there. Temperatures still in the 30s, low 30s to some upper 30s as we head into the 4 o'clock hour. So you're either holding steady or maybe sliding just a little bit, and still windy. So low visibility where the wind is or the snow is falling, and just not feeling great out there with that stronger wind. Heading into tonight, this is 10 o'clock, that snow ends, and then we start to quiet things down heading into the start of our Tuesday. So snowfall potential, looking at light amounts, anywhere in that more solid area of light blue, that's about an inch or so of snow that we're looking at potentially. Of course, this is going to vary, but it gives you an idea of where we can likely expect it. And then even just a dusting of snow possible down into parts of the southern valley as well. Now, you want to look ahead to Tuesday. I mentioned that big storm system. We're going to zoom out. This is not necessarily going to have big impacts for the Red River Valley, but if you're traveling during those critical days, tomorrow into Wednesday before Thanksgiving, this could have some big impacts. It starts tonight in Denver and then starts to sweep to the northeast. This is 6 o'clock tomorrow evening in Omaha, and then back up through the Minneapolis area around midnight on Wednesday. So travel on Wednesday into southern and eastern parts of Minnesota could be pretty tough if this scenario pans out. We may see an inch or two of snow in the Lakes Country part of our viewing area if it moves far enough north, but other than that, it shouldn't have too many impacts on us. But that's not the only system. We've got another one that looks to, at least in our forecast models, have a bullseye right on the Red River Valley, perhaps starting on Thanksgiving Day, but more likely Friday and into the weekend. Heavy snow possible, a lot of uncertainty with this one because it's several days away, but if you've got travel plans, check back with us. We'll be keeping you updated.
Good advice. Thank you, Lisa. If you're looking to get into the Christmas spirit, Abby Furchner has just the trick for us this morning. We'll join her live in a winter wonderland right after this.